China disrupts the $34 billion U.S. farming industry. Across America's heartland, vast soybean and corn fields have symbolized prosperity and global abundance. But what happens when the foundation of this agricultural powerhouse is destabilized by shifting geopolitical currents? As China turns away from U.S. imports, can American farmers adapt to this uncharted territory without sacrificing their livelihoods and the stability of rural communities? Faced with mounting economic pressures and technological challenges, will innovation and resilience be enough to reclaim America's global agricultural dominance? Meanwhile, emerging players like Brazil and Argentina are reshaping the dynamics of agricultural power. What does this shift mean for global food security? For decades, American farmers have relied on exports to China, a relationship rooted in mutual benefit and economic interdependence. Now, the calm before the storm gives way to uncertainty in the world's agricultural landscape. China has long been a reliable and lucrative market for U.S. soybeans and corn, fostering prosperity in rural communities. This steady demand has created jobs, supported local businesses, and sustained the viability of farming operations. For American farmers, China's market has been a cornerstone of hope, enabling them to plan for the future with confidence while contributing significantly to the nation's economy. Beyond their role as production hubs, these agricultural regions are vibrant communities where families have worked the land for generations. The stability from consistent exports has fueled investments in infrastructure, education, and healthcare, creating a foundation of resilience and growth. But now, beneath the calm surface of agricultural prosperity, a storm brews. Tensions between the United States and China, simmering for years, are beginning to disrupt this vital trade relationship. While historically beneficial, the partnership has faced challenges in an ever-evolving geopolitical landscape. As the dynamics of international trade shift, vulnerabilities that once lay hidden under mutual dependence are now coming to light. China's rapid economic rise has made it both a powerful trading partner and a formidable competitor. The once strong network of trade agreements and mutual benefits is now under strain as both nations confront challenges related to market access, intellectual property, and strategic dominance. Meanwhile, emerging players like Brazil and Argentina are steadily reshaping the global agricultural market. With vast arable lands and favorable climates, these South American powerhouses have ramped up production, positioning themselves as attractive alternatives for Chinese imports. As political priorities and economic strategies in the US and China increasingly diverge, the sustainability of their trade relationship is brought into question. Policies aimed at protecting domestic industries and reducing reliance on foreign markets have created an atmosphere of uncertainty. This raises critical questions about the longevity of these alliances and the potential for dramatic shifts in trade patterns. With Brazil and Argentina advancing their agricultural capabilities, the stage is set for a significant realignment in global trade dynamics. As the United States faces the threat of losing its dominant position, escalating trade tensions signal a looming upheaval poised to reshape the agricultural landscape and the livelihoods tied to it. The turning point came with a dramatic announcement that sent shockwaves through America's agricultural heartland. China was shifting its focus away from U.S. imports, imposing sweeping tariffs that effectively halted the purchase of American soybeans and corn. This marked the onset of an unprecedented trade war, plunging American farmers into a crisis. Overnight, once reliable markets disappeared, leaving farmers grappling with collapsing prices and mounting unsold inventory. The economic fallout was swift and severe. Farmers who had carefully planned their harvest and investments were thrust into financial uncertainty. Crop prices, once bolstered by robust Chinese demand, plummeted, eroding profits and threatening the very sustainability of farming operations. With China, the U.S., quote, largest importer, suddenly withdrawing millions of metric tons of soybeans and corn, flooded an already volatile global supply chain, amplifying the crisis and reshaping the future of American agriculture. Voices from the fields captured the collective despair. John Thompson, a soybean farmer from Iowa, likened the situation to a punch in the gut, reflecting the raw emotion and sense of helplessness that swept through farming communities. Uncertainty weighed heavily as farmers questioned the future of their livelihoods and the stability of rural economies. The trade war not only disrupted economic stability, but also eroded the foundational trust farmers had placed in international markets, paving the way for a prolonged and bitter conflict. As the initial shock of China's withdrawal began to subside, the broader implications of the trade war came into focus. The reduced demand from China caused a sharp decline in soybean and corn prices, sending waves of economic strain through rural communities. Farmers already struggling with declining incomes faced mounting debts and the grim reality of downsizing their operations. The financial strain extended far beyond the fields, affecting local businesses, schools, and healthcare facilities, and threatening the fabric of these close-knit communities. The cultural upheaval was undeniable, as the once resilient heartlands grappled with the profound challenges brought on by the trade conflict. Farming, once seen as a stable and honorable profession, had become a symbol of economic hardship and uncertainty. Families who had dedicated their lives to agriculture were now forced to consider abandoning ancestral lands. The social fabric of rural communities began to unravel as layoffs, business closures, and the emotional toll of financial instability took hold. Prosperous rural areas started to experience population decline, with younger generations seeking opportunities elsewhere in pursuit of stability. The realignment of global agricultural supply chains signaled long-term consequences that stretched far beyond immediate economic impacts. The permanent shift away from U.S. exports raised concerns about global food security as alternative suppliers struggled to meet China's heightened demand. The strategic importance of soybeans and corn in international markets underscored the intricate interconnectedness of global trade, highlighting how geopolitical decisions could ripple through national economies and affect the livelihoods of countless individuals. The trade war's far-reaching consequences set the stage for deeper conflicts and a fundamental transformation of the agricultural landscape. In the aftermath of China's abrupt withdrawal from U.S. agricultural imports, American farmers were forced to reevaluate their strategies to weather the economic downturn. Now, if you like this video, check out this next video right here.